Are you running a business where you want to add the details of your Facebook leads in Google Sheet and send them personalized email? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video I am going to show you how you can auto capture, log and email your Facebook leads, and we are going to do this by using Pabbly Connect. So as you can see, our workflow starts from the trigger, that is Facebook lead ads. So now as soon as I will receive a new lead over the Facebook lead ads, I am going to add the details in the Google Sheet and send them personalized email by using Gmail. So if you also want to create this no coding automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video I am going to create an amazing automation which will help you to log your Facebook lead ads in Google Sheet and send a thank you email by Gmail. So for building this automation we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So in this video I am going to show you the step-by-step process of creating this automation, which is going to reduce your manual workload, and we are going to build this automation without even a single word coding. So now let's start building this automation, but before that I am going to show you the real working of this automation so that you can understand it's working. So for testing this automation, let's move on to my lead ad testing tool page, where it is asking me to select the page and the form. So on my Facebook account you can see this is the page which I am going to select, that is digital dynamics. So now let's move on to my lead ad testing tool page and select this page. So here I'm going to select my page as digital dynamics, which can be seen here, and afterwards I'm going to select my form as new lead ads form. And now I'm going to delete my previous lead because I can create only one lead per form as I am working on my test mode. But no worries, you can create many leads on your live mode. So now let's click over this delete lead, and here you can see I don't have any leads submitted yet. So now let's click over this preview form button, and here you can see I'm getting my new lead ads form, and now I'm going to fill this form so that I can receive a new Facebook leads. So here you can see I have filled this form providing first name smart, last name user, email smart@pabblytudes.com and my phone number as well. Now let's submit this form, and here I have clicked over the submit button, and here you can see my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to my Google Sheet to check whether I'm receiving the details of my lead over there or not. So here you can see this is the Google Sheet I have created named as Facebook leads, where I'm receiving three fields, that is full name, email and the phone number, and here I'm getting the same details of my lead which I have recently filled over my Facebook lead ads form, that is full name as smart user, email smart@pabblytudes.com and the phone number as well. Now let's move on to my Gmail account to check whether an email is sent over there or not. So here you can see in my Gmail account I'm successfully receiving this email having the subject thanks for connecting with Pabbly, and here I'm getting the same name which I have recently entered. So by the help of this automation tool, that is Pabbly Connect, you can even send personalized emails to your customers. Isn't it amazing, right? As this is automating your all tasks, whether it is saving the data or sending emails to your leads. So now let's start building this automation by using Pabbly Connect, and for that you have to access Pabbly Connect by entering its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, where you can see two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in. And if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Connect, you get 100 free tasks every month for practicing Pabbly Connect. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community, where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant updates regarding using the Pabbly application. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us, and if you wish to join the Pabbly Community you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect again, and here I'm going to simply click over this sign in, and once you finish your sign up you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, where you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly and you can access any of these products. And as we are going to integrate some applications, we will be using this Pabbly Connect app, which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So for automating this task we have to access it by clicking on this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page you can see these are the folders I have created, and inside these folders I have created my workflows by integrating many different applications. So if you also want to create your own folder, you simply have to click over this create a new folder button, and here you have to provide the folder name, and if you want you can even select the parent folder as well, and afterwards you just have have to click over this create button and your folder will be created. And now I'm going to create a workflow. So for that you simply have to click over this create workflow button, and here you will be getting this option for selecting the workflow builder. So here we are getting two workflow builder, that is beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I'm going to use this newly launched workflow builder beta. So for that you simply have to click over this select button, and here you will be getting this dialog box where you have to provide the workflow name. So now I'm going to provide a name to my workflow here. So here I'm providing it the name log Facebook leads and send email. Now I'm going to select my folder as automation. Now we just have to click over this create button, and here you can see we are receiving this pop-up which says workflow created successfully, and we are landed to a workflow page where you can observe this option of adding the trigger. Now you might be wondering, what is this trigger? So trigger is our first application, or the application which is going to initiate our workflow. So in this case I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new lead over my Facebook lead ads. So here I'm going to select my trigger app as Facebook lead ads. So for that you simply have to click over this add trigger button, and here we are getting this trigger setup page where I'm going to select my trigger app as Facebook lead ads, which can be seen here, and afterwards I'm going to select my app event as new lead instant. Now we just have to click over this connect button, and here we are landed to this Facebook lead ads connection page where if you want to use your existing connection you can use this, that is select existing connection, and here I'm going to build a new connection. So I will be selecting add new connection, and here we are getting a new connection name, and afterwards you just have to click over this connect with Facebook lead ads, but make sure that your Facebook account must be logged in for building the connection. So now let's click over this button, and here I'm going to select the Facebook account. So here I'm getting my Facebook account, so I'm going to select it, and here you can see as I have selected it, my connection has been created successfully, and we are getting the option for selecting the page name and the lead gen form. So I have already told you that on my Facebook account I have created this page, that is digital dynamics, which I'm going to select, and I'm going to select the forms created under this page. So now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to select the page that is digital dynamics, which can be seen here, and afterwards it is asking me to select my lead gen form. So here I'm going to select my form as new lead ads form, as I want to receive the data from only this particular form. And if you want to receive the leads from all the forms created under this page, you can even select all lead gen forms over here, but now I'm going to select the form. So here I have selected my new lead ads form, and if you also want to create your own form, you just have to go to the Facebook page where on the sidebar you can see this option of Meta Business Suite, which you have to select, and here we are landed to this page where on the sidebar you can see this option of all tools on the Meta Business Suite, and here we are getting all tools where you can see this option of instant forms, which you have to select, and you will be landed to this lead ads form page where you can create your own form by simply selecting this create form button. And now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to enable this toggle of simple response so that we can receive the response in simple format. Now we just have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see it is waiting for the webhook response. So for providing the webhook response we have to do the test submission, and for doing the test submission we have to get our new Facebook lead. So for getting it, let's move on to my Meta for Developers page with me. So here I'm landed to my Meta for Developers page where on this resources option you can see this option of developer tools, which you have to select, and you will be landed to this developer tools page where you can see all these tools. And here I'm going to select this tool, that is lead ads RTO debug tool, which will redirect me to lead ad testing tool page where I'm going to select my page as digital dynamics, which can be seen here, and afterwards I'm going to select my form as new lead ads form. Now let's delete our previous lead as I'm working on the test mode, but you can create many leads on your live mode. So here my lead has been deleted. Now let's click over this preview form button, and again I'm going to fill this form for receiving my new lead. So here you can see I have filled this form providing first name testing, last name user, email testing@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number also. Now let's click over this continue button for submitting our form. Now again I'm going to click over this submit button, and here you can see my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see in my Pabbly Connect, I am successfully receiving this response, that is response A, with all the fields which I have recently entered over my new lead ads form. So with this we are done with our trigger app, and we can have only one trigger app. Now I'm going to add some action apps over here. So for adding our action application, we just have to click over this add new action step button, and here we are landed to this action setup page where I'm going to select my action app as Google Sheet, as I'm going to save the details of my Facebook leads in the Google Sheet. And now I'm going to select my app event as add new row. Now we just have to click over this connect button, and here we are landed to this Google Sheet connection page, where if you want to build a new connection, you just have to sign up with your Google account, but I'm going to use my existing connection. So now let's click over the save button, and here you can see our connection has been saved successfully, and we are getting some of the fields. So the first field we are getting for selecting the spreadsheet. So I have already shown you the spreadsheet which I am going to select, that is Facebook leads, which is already selected. So here you can see this is my Google Sheet where I am going to save the data which is already selected, and afterwards we are getting some of the fields. Now you might be thinking that I am going to enter the details of my leads manually, but no, I am going to perform mapping. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is the real magic of Pabbly Connect. Mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step so that you don't have to enter your values again and again, as mapping makes the field dynamic. So here I am going to map all these fields from the response which I am receiving from Facebook lead ads, as this is my previous step. So the process of mapping is simple. You just have to select the field which you want to map, and from here you have to select the application where you are receiving the data. So here I am going to select Facebook lead ads, and here I am getting my first name, so I'm going to map it, and afterwards I'm going to map my last name as well. And now I'm going to map my email likewise. So here I have mapped it, and now I'm going to my phone number as well. And these fields will be dynamic, means these are going to change with every new lead received from your Facebook lead ads. Now we just have to click over this save and send test request, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response which demonstrate that we might have built in the connection. So for testing this, let's move on to my Google Sheet. So here you can see in my Google Sheet, I am successfully receiving the data of the lead which I have recently created through my new lead ads form, that is full name, testing user, email, testing@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number also. So with this we have successfully integrated our first action application, that is Google Sheet. Now I am going to add one more action application, that is Gmail, for sending emails to my leads. So for that again you have to click over this add new action step button, and here we are landed to this action setup page again. And now I'm going to select my action app as Gmail. Now we just have to select our app event as send email. Now the next you have to click over this connect button for building the connection, and if you want to build a new connection you just have to sign up with your Google account, but I'm going to use my existing connection. So now let's click over the save button, and here our connection has been saved successfully, and we are getting some of the fields again. So the first field we are getting is for entering the sender name. So now I'm going to enter my sender's name manually, that is Pabbly, and this field will be static, means this is not going to change with every new response. And afterwards we are getting this field for entering the sender email address, which is already entered as my email address. Now we are getting this field for entering the recipient's email address. So now I'm going to map it. So here I'm getting the recipient's email address which I'm going to map, and afterwards we are getting this field, that is CC and BCC. So if you want to send this email to multiple recipients, you can even enter the CC and BCC as well. And now we are getting this field for entering the email subject. So now let's enter our email subject over here. So here I have entered my email subject as well. Now we are getting this field for entering the email content. So now let's enter the email content over here. So here you can see I have entered the email content as well, and after this word hi, I'm going to map the name of my lead again. So here I'm going to map the first name, and afterwards I'm going to map the last name as well. So with this we have successfully added the email content. Now we are getting this field, that is email content type, which is already selected as plain, but from here you can even select HTML as well. Now we are getting some of the fields which are not necessary, so I will be simply selecting the save and send test request button, and here you can see I'm receiving a positive response which demonstrate that an email might be sent to the email address of my recipient. So for testing this, let's move on to my Gmail account with me. So here I am landed to my Gmail account, where you can see I am successfully receiving an email with the same email subject, that is thanks for connecting with Pabbly, which I have recently entered over my Pabbly Connect. And here on my email I am getting the same name which I have recently entered over my Facebook lead ads form. So now you can see that how easily I have built in an amazing automation which is not only saving the data in the Google Sheet and even sending personalized emails to your customers or the leads. So you can also build an amazing automation for scaling up your business. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Connect now and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and integrations like this without even a single word coding. So if this video is really helpful, then hit the like and subscribe button, and if you want to practice this workflow, you can find its link in the description given below. And if you have any doubt, don't forget to mention it in my comment section. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.